Hi folks, today I'm going to show you how I make buttons, okay? First you have the design stage, then you have the prep, and then make the buttons. I'm going to show you the machines I use, the applications I use, and just how you do it. Okay, first I use Print Shop. It's Print Shop 4.0 Deluxe. Now as they get loading up here, and I'm going to pull out the machines to have them ready so you can see those. Okay, here we have the cutter, and I have the margins right here, so whenever I set up the print application, these will be the left and right margin. And this right here is for a different deal here. So anyway, yeah. This is the cutter. What you do is you push it down like that. You put the paper in, and what you would do is you would put the paper in here, align the picture up, and then you would push it down, push this down, and cut it out. And once you cut it out, you would have something like this pop up. It would be in there like that, and you just pop it up like that and take it off. And now you would have this here, this one. Now what you would do is you would put your buttons on here, cramp it, put the pin back on there, and flip it around and hit it again. But we're going to show you all of that. Right now, let's get back to the application, the beginning of it all. Okay, now we've got the application loaded. Now what you want to do is come over here and get shapes. See right here, you get shapes, and then you come over and then up here you choose your shapes. I choose the little round one because it's a button. You could choose all these other shapes if you wanted to. And you just choose, there you go, and there it is. And then what you do is you're going to size this up to fit in this here and down to here. There you go. Now, let's go over here. Okay, now, if you look at this here, you will see that up here is clear and you have some shading here. You don't want that. So you want to go up here and drop shadow. You want to take that out. You want to take that out. And then you want to take that out. Now, you can drop any kind of picture you want in here. Okay. What you do is, you see this right here, this is the color, this is the color of it, and you can drop. Now this is just this application. All applications are not like this. I'm just showing you what I have and how it is used. Now if you can see here, let's go in just a little bit, and you'll see right here where it says images. You click on images. And then over here where it comes out, it says fill in my image, clip art, or edit image. You want to clip in the, says my image. And it'll come over here, and on here, you can, let's go back in, let's zoom in, and come over to here, and you'll see it's gonna load some, or you can import some. And you can see there's a lot of other things that I've been doing here. Let's scroll down and see if we can find something that's well, I did a lot of work on this one. Yes, I did a lot of work on this. You just get any image you want to get, or you can import an image. Let's get this image right here. See, and there you go. And then, once you get that image in there, all you got to do is you can go up here and you can go over here and go to headlines. Let's zoom in a little bit. And you see headlines here. And then you can go over here to shapes and sizes up here. I mean, it's the shapes and sizes up here. And then you can get your banners. And the ones I usually get is the curved ones, so you can have a curved one at the top and at the bottom. If we want to scroll over till we can find the ones we wanted. And there you go. And let's zoom back out. We're going to zoom back out, and you see these here, this one and this one. This one goes to the top and this one goes to the bottom, or you could use one that's straight across, which was the first one. You could go back to that one right there, and that'll go straight across. But let's go over here to, let's go back. Let's go. Go here. And if you notice, it curved right here. Okay, and then you can go up here. You will go up here to the text box, and you type in now you can change the colors to this here. Go up here, you can change the colors. You can say change it to red. There's a lot of things you could do to it. And then you can bring it down and size it in there. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to take this right here and I want a border. I need to put a border in there. Let's see what a border is. Okay. Now this border here is what's going to be wrapping around the button. So we want to be within that. So what we're going to do is resize this within the parameters of what we're doing. Yeah. And this one. Yeah, there you go. Let's make it a little bit lower. And you have to do this. Trust me, y'all. This is what you want to do. Now I need to move it over just a skosh tad. Now you probably can't see those little lines. There's a line going from here, right here, and down at the bottom. And I barely want to touch those lines. Okay, now come back up. Take this, slide it up. Now that's what, let me change the color of this so you can see it. There you go. And you can put things on the side. See this right here? Could you, let's arrange, align, flip, rotate. Now you can rotate that. Rotate it 90. You can rotate it 90 degrees and come over here and put something here if you wanted to, okay? Or you know, all you gotta do is right click and then you can rotate it. And I'm gonna rotate it back and come down here. And put it there. There you go. Now, what do you think? Okay, anyway, once we do that, and there's a lot of things you could do to this. I'm not going to get into a whole lot of it, but it's just, you can just put a text box in here. This right here is what you call a headline. You can add more pictures. You can even take, whenever I, let's cut that picture, and let's go, let's put a star, no, a heart. Let's put a heart in there. If we put a heart in here, we can do the same thing Okay, now let's put a border on it. We gotta have that border. Let's get rid of the drop shadow. And we can do the exact same thing with this. If we wanted to. Now let's go with the border. Got to be a little bit thicker. Okay, and then if you wanted to, you go and then you could add my image, and we can go back and we can put, there you go. It's inside of the heart. And then we could have the button like that. Yeah. But let's go back to the original, what I had created, paste, dash cut, can we cut? No, we didn't. You got to have it highlighted before you can cut it. Let's take that out. And we're going to go back to the one we had before, the circle. And then, you know, you can let me put the border back on there first. So we can have the border right, that's good. You got to just about figure it out what you want to do. Okay, now you got the border on there. Let's get rid of the drop shadow. And let's resize it up. Okay, make sure you ain't got no wobble in your wiggle. Okay. Okay, now, I know you probably can't see those lines there, but yeah, I can. Okay, now, let's go back and get that, let's go get that image again. And flop it right in there. There you go. Now, there you go. Now what, let me see, I'm gonna move it to the back. And then that comes back up here. Okay, now, what are we gonna do now? What we're gonna do is save this as a JPEG. We're gonna save it as a JPEG, which is a picture. Okay. And we're gonna say, well, UNG. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna save it. And we're saving it under pictures image. Okay. You gotta remember that because you're going into another application. Now, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get out of here. We've already saved it. We don't need to save this. Okay, we got to go out of this application. And then we're gonna go into application called WordPad. Okay, and in WordPad, this is where we determine the size of the button that we're gonna make. Okay? And what we'll do is we are going to go into the print setup, the page setup, and okay, and then what we're going to do is that first we want to make sure we have the right page. Now, my margins are based on the 8.5 by 11. So you have to have the 8.5 by 11 page and then set the margins according to that. and the margins, the left and the right, is 3.17 and 3.17. There you go. And of course I have the 1/2 inch on the bottom and the top. And then I say, and it's from the rear tray. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, and then set the page up. There's the margins. And then you go to the pictures. You click right here on the pictures. And then it's going to come up. Now, here's what you got. This right here is in the pictures, image. Okay, now, I got all kinds of, oh Lord, I got to find it. I got to find the one I want. Where is that? There. Nope, that ain't it. Oh, there she is down here. Okay. Click on this one. And voila. That's the right size. That is the right size. And if I wanted to print more, okay, all I have to do is just go back, come down and click. This is the way I like to do it because all of them are sized the same. Whenever you do it like this, they'll all be sized exactly the same. And if you was to copy and paste, they would be scrunched up because they're all a particular size. And when you do it like this, they come in and it'll be sized up like it's supposed to. Now, here's one of the things you got to realize. When you are inserting like this right here, it comes down. It keeps pushing space down, and you might get 2 pages. Okay? Let's say, for instance, let's go into print preview. If you go into print preview, you'll see that it is 2 pages. See right here? You can actually page down. And if you print, it's going to kick out an empty page. Okay? So what you do is you go back and you make sure that you don't have, you delete up to the bottom picture. Okay? Delete up to the bottom picture. There you go. And then all you got to do is print. Now, here's how we print. But before you print, you got to cut the paper first. So what we do is we go here and put this on the edge, and then we mark it. And then we put it right here on the edge here. Now what I did was I divided 3 into 8.5. And then that's what I did. And that's how wide these strips are. And then you just press down on and just cut. Okay, got that on the edge. Mark it here. Put it right here on the line. You're cutting on, we're splitting the hairs here. We bring it down. Apply the pressure. And then, here we go. They are all the same size. Come over to the printer, you have to pull this up. And if you can notice over here, if you notice over here, there's a paper sizer in there. Okay, all the way to there. It looks like what? 1.5 inches, 2 inches. But I'm going to use this. Put it here. Slide it in there. And then put it down like that. There you go. Now, see, now you got to register the paper. And just put OK. And OK. Now, there you go. Now it's ready. Now, I've already set up the printer and everything, the sizes and everything. So we're going to print this. You go here, go down to print. Okay, there you go. And we hope it works. Hello. And it's print. Okay, now here's what you do. You slide this in, and you want to get it just right. You got to look top down, and get it as round as you can. Yeah, it's round. So, and then you just push down, and it pops out like that. Okay, come back, and I try to get 4 on each one. That's what I do. Just get 4 on each one. And when you're doing a lot of them and you print all of the ones out, you get a good rhythm to this right here. And it don't take as long. But there you go. That's it. Now, here's what we're going to do now. We are going to do our, actually make the buttons. First, you're going to want to put one of these here. And then you want to get your picture. Get your picture and put it on there. As long as you put them all on there the same way, you'll be all right. You see what I'm talking about in a minute. And then you put your plastic on there. Then you just flip it. And then you take the pin back. And then, like I was telling you, put that up there at the top too. Okay, and I like to get them all set up. And then I come back and I do that, bring it up, flip it around, see it's gone. And then I get the next one. I get it set up. There you go. Do the picture. Voila. Flip it around and look, we got a button. And then we put this one on here. And then we just do the same thing over again. And then we pop this on, pop the picture on. Make sure there you go. Bam, another button. Look at that. Now, once you get to going with these, just, you know, once you get to stepping, you'll be able to tell if the button, if it has anything wrong with it. Because by the feel of it. Once you do a lot of them, you get the feel of the button and you'll know whether it's good or bad or something wrong with it, something don't feel quite right with it. And then you'll know what's good and what's bad. Look at that. Perfect button. And then, now make sure this right here, you see the, this is the actual part that pins on your shirt collar or whatever. Make sure this is upside down. Just like that. Then, there you go. You just go. Pull it down like that. Flip it. And since this is the last one, flip it back around, and there you go. Perfect button. So, that's basically it. Hey, thank y'all for watching. You see how easy it is? So, I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can order you one. If you'd like to get in, you know, I got this is American button machines, and I have 2 different sizes. Get the one you want. They go all the way from, I think, 1 inch all the way up to, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches or something like that. Go to the website, see what you like, and, you know, do your thing. You can go button crazy. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Hey, subscribe, hit the like button, you know, do the thing. Leave a comment. Come on, tell me what you think about it.